Hey there, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're addressing an important safety topic. Should you torque your caravan wheel nuts before every trip, and why don't we do this for our motor vehicles? Let's have a look at it. First, let's talk about caravans. Torquing your caravan wheel nuts before every trip is crucial, and here's why. Caravans carry varying loads depending on how they're packed, and this can affect wheel nut tension, making it essential to check them regularly. Unlike our motor vehicles, where the load is more evenly distributed and consistent, caravans have significant changes in balance and weight distribution from trip to trip. The additional stresses of towing, such as side winds, bumps and vibrations, can cause wheel nuts to loosen more easily than on our motor vehicles. These dynamic forces are much more intense on a caravan, leading to a higher risk of wheel nuts becoming loose. Now let's see how to properly torque your caravan wheel nuts. You'll need a properly calibrated torque wrench, and you'll need the manufacturer's specified torque settings, which you can usually find in your caravan manual. Now let's go outside and see how we do this in practice. Firstly, let's set the torque wrench to the recommended torque setting. Do this on this torque wrench by adjusting this dual knob on the end. Check your manual for your correct torque setting. I'm going to use an extension on the torque wrench, and you probably want your security nut. We're all set. Place the torque wrench on a wheel nut and tighten it until you hear a click or you reach the specified torque setting. Make sure to tighten the nuts in a crisscross or star pattern to ensure even pressure distribution. Repeat the process for all the wheel nuts, following the crisscross pattern. We've got 5 nuts on our caravan wheels, and I use the star pattern, created a 5-pointed star. To do that, I start at the top, I miss a nut, tighten the next one, miss a nut, tighten the next one, miss a nut, tighten the next one, and you should end up with all 5 done. We'll look at that now. So I start at the top nut, tighten that one up, miss one, tighten this 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 one up, and that's all 5 wheel nuts done. Recheck the torque on all the nuts once you've finished, and after the first 75 to 100 kilometers, to make sure they're properly tightened, as they can settle during the initial use. Now let's talk about motor vehicles. Most people don't routinely torque the wheel nuts on their cars before every trip, and here's why it's different. Motor vehicles are designed for regular use and mostly undergo regular maintenance. Wheel nuts are typically checked and torqued during tyre changes or routine services. This regular use and maintenance helps to ensure that any loosening of wheel nuts is noticed and addressed promptly. Motor vehicles have a more stable and consistent load distribution compared to caravans. This consistency reduces the chances of wheel nuts coming loose. The design and construction of motor vehicles is optimised for regular driving conditions, making frequent torquing unnecessary. To sum it up, the routine for motor vehicles and caravans differs due to their distinct use cases and stress factors. While regular maintenance checks suffice for motor vehicles, caravans require that extra step to ensure safety due to the unique stresses of towing. Understanding these differences helps us take the necessary steps to ensure safety on the road. For motor vehicles, stick to regular maintenance schedules. For caravans, make it a habit to torque those wheel nuts before every trip and after the first 75 to 100 kilometers. It's a small step that can make a big difference. Picture this: you're driving down the motorway with your caravan in tow, and suddenly a wheel detaches from your caravan. The consequences don't bear thinking about. This is why torquing caravan wheel nuts is crucial for your safety on the road. I've got one last tip for you. A torque wrench is not like any of the other sockets and spans in your toolkit. If it's not properly looked after, it will lose accuracy due to the pressures of the internals of the wrench. So when you've finished, make sure you reset the settings and take the pressure off the internal parts. Just undo what you did at the start. Wind this back to 0 and lock it. And that's it. Look after your torque wrench, it will look after you. Thanks for watching. If you found this video useful, please give it a thumbs up. If you have any questions or experiences to share, drop them in the comments below. Safe travels, happy caravanning.